All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is when you hear this message. I pray that you're poised to receive, to accept, and to respond to words of wisdom. I shall. So, over the years, I have worked as a human services professional in a lot of different capacities. As a teacher, as a counselor, as a caseworker, as a trainer, obviously as a Ifa priest. And in that capacity, um, I have had the privilege and the honor of serving people and working with people in a variety of different capacities. And that means, working with people who are ex-offenders, working with people who had addiction issues, working with people who just wanted to lose weight, working with people who wanted to increase their sense of purpose and following up on their highest aspirations, people who wanted to launch creative careers, people who wanted to reconcile with their loved ones, spouses, children, etc. And so in that capacity, in that process, I've been, again, privileged to see a broad spectrum of the human experience. Right? I've seen people in just about every imaginable configuration that you can expect, you know, in especially in a Western environment, right here in the United States. And it's a very demanding set of duties and tasks. It's something that stretches me, right? All of us who are helpers and healers will be able to attest to this, but it personally speaking, I can just say that it stretches me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in a lot of different ways, right? When I start to think about the different stories of people, from children to professionals, and so on. But the lesson that I want to share based on that is the thing that we all need as helpers, as healers, as human services professionals in any capacity is also to require that the people who share our space are able to also honor our humanity. So when I look at the ways in which my work has unfolded, it's it can be sometimes challenging to take care of myself in the process of taking care of other people. In the sense that I would be reluctant to make certain kinds of demands on people to listen and hear me out, to make certain demands on people to be tolerant and accepting of the fact that I have needs, right? I have, and my needs are, have to be met in the same way that other people's needs have to be met, right? And so it's difficult because if the people around me are not human services professionals, then it's not reasonable to expect or demand that they provide the same level of service to me as I provide to them. But I do need to have some kind of very set and non-negotiable criteria for the rules of engagement. If you're going to be in this space with me and doing these things, then you have got to respect these rules. You've got to engage with me. This is my own protocol. Or these are just my quirks. These are the ways that I want things to be done. And it's non-negotiable. You've got to comply with that in order for us to share space, because this is what is going to enable me to do what I do. And so that brings it into another set of dilemmas, because there's only so much that I can make other people aware of when I do what I do. So in other words, I personally have a variety of different skill sets. I've been trained in a variety of different ways, and I've got certain kinds of talents. And I'm not always able to explain to people that I'm drawing from this. This is how I do this. And the reason why I need you to set this up for me in this way or that way is because this is what enables me to do what I do. I can't go into all of the details to make people understand and see what I see. The only thing I can do is make sure, or try to make sure, that the people who are within my space do one of two things. They're either clear enough about my vision and my work and the outcomes of my work. They can see that clearly enough, and they're invested in that enough to say, hey, you know what? I don't need to know all the details about how you do what you do. If you say that's what you need for you to make these things happen, I'm with you. I'm going to help you do that. Or it's obligatory that the people say, well, you know what? I don't quite understand the vision. I don't exactly know where this is going, or what you mean by these ideas and the goals that you set for yourself or the group. But I have enough confidence in you as a person. I have experienced enough with you as a person to know that if you say you need these things, or I can see that you need these things, you know what? I am going to give them to you. I am going to make sure that those things happen for you, right? And so this is the growth opportunity for myself as a helper, as a human services provider. And I want to share this as a lesson to all of the people who are in the capacity of leadership. Because even if you're not a human services professional, you're not a priest, you're not a teacher, if you're a leader, the same thing happens, right? You are the person who is, channeling in the focal point for many other people's needs. So it's essential that you, who is a leader, are able to set those criteria, make those demands, and make sure that the people who are close to you especially will recognize and honor and uphold your humanity at all costs. Sometimes they will even go out of their way to, if they see you not doing all of the things to take care of yourself, they will intervene on your behalf sometimes and say, you know what, I can see that this is really a need for you. And for whatever reason, it's not being upheld. I'm going to do this for you. No one has to tell me to do that. Okay? So this is a message for the leaders. This is a lesson for the leaders. This is for the people who want to improve the world with positive influence. If you're one of those people, I want you to find out how Obafemi Origunwa and the Orisha Lifestyle Academy can help you take your practice and your life to the next level. Visit me at obafemio.com or orishalifestyle.com, and let's start working together to help you live the medicine that will heal your life and heal the lives of those who you are destined to serve. I look forward to working with you. Bye for now. Odabo.